Not a lot of people who watch adult entertainment today remember George Payne, though he was one of the more recognizable stars of the golden age of adult film in New York. George Payne entered the porn industry in 1972 with the gay movie The Back Row, after coming to New York to do male swimsuit modeling. He transitioned over to the straight side of the industry eventually and gained notoriety for his intense portrayals. On tonight's episode, we're going to celebrate George Payne, a star during the golden age of porn who began his prolific career in gay porn and later transitioned into straight porn films and became one of the industry's biggest and influential names of the era. This is Demystifying Gay Porn. My name is Ike Grande, and if you watch gay porn, I've definitely helped to get off. Before we continue, I want to once again remind you to help this channel if you haven't already by clicking the subscribe button and selecting the bell icon for notifications to see more content like this. George Payne was born on February 7, 1944 in Ohio. Payne grew up in a steel mill town with his family whose roots were Yugoslavian, Croatian, and Tunisian through his father's side. Payne was a quiet child who usually kept to himself, but admits that he was sexually active at an early age. Growing up, he attended parochial school and was for the most part a good student. Payne's mother divorced his father and remarried, moving the family to Palm Springs where he finished high school. Payne served briefly in the United States Air Force and was honorably discharged. Payne made his way to New York for an audition with a short men clothing line company. From there, he went into male swimsuit modeling. Payne also fell into acting and made appearances in shows like Kojak and the film Death Wish, starring Charles Brosnan. During the mid-1960s, Payne was featured as a male model in magazines including Physique Pictorial. At the same time, Payne made his first porn loop under a different name. Payne officially entered the porn industry in 1972 with the gay film The Back Row, directed by Jerry Douglas. The film starred Payne opposite Casey Donovan, who was on top of his game after the release of Boys in the Sand. In The Back Row, Payne played a recent New York transplant by way of Montana who explores the city and its gay scene. Payne has called The Back Row his first silent film, as there is no dialogue spoken between Payne and Donovan, who interact with gestures and display emotion with choreographed interactions. After the film's release, Payne made the decision to continue to market himself to a gay audience and would go on a heavy publicity campaign in support of the film, starting with an interview with The Advocate in 1973. Work steadily came in through the 1970s for Payne, starring in such films as Kiss Today Goodbye, directed by Francis Ely, and alongside Peter Sass. Payne also starred alongside Jack Wrangler in 1979's Navy Blue. If Payne looks familiar from this podcast, it may be because he played Demetrius in the infamous film Centurions of Rome.
This is stupid. I could have fucked her myself. She's probably copping out. You could have changing her mind. You could have fucked her? I'm the guy who gets the girls, remember? Oh, shit.
During the 1980s, like some of his contemporaries including Jack Wrangler, Payne transitioned into making straight porn films and gained a reputation for playing intense characters. These films were predominantly through Avon Theater and their productions of rough films which dealt with BDSM themes. In 1988, George Payne retired from hardcore pornography after starring in more than 180 films. Though he retired, he continued to make appearances in non-sexual BDSM roles before finally leaving the industry entirely. After making his debut in Jerry Douglas's seminal gay porn film The Back Row, Payne went on to star in over 180 adult films, both gay and straight, until his retirement from hardcore in 1988. He appeared in some of the genre's most famous movies, including Tigresses, Other Man-Eaters,
I'm just so nervous and And at this point, I'm just so vulnerable being here with such strong men.
Blonde ambition,
Sugar, this is Bob, my roommate.
Oh, don't bother to get up. I only came for my pin.
Help yourself.
Thanks. I hear you're gay.
Yes.
Pity. Well, each in his own.
American desire,
Mrs. Wells, look, I just have
It's
these,
okay.
for your husband, okay?
Don't
and
call
I
me
just,
Mrs. Wells. Call me Maylin.
this is for him, okay? I just want to give these to him. I don't want a problem, all right?
So right.
Okay.
Wanda Whips Wall Street,
I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Believe it or not, so have I.
and Puss in Boots.
Present arms. Excellent.
Working with many of the era's best directors, actors, and actresses along the way. George Payne is still alive and well, and a bit of a recluse these days. If you are interested in hearing a more in-depth biography of the man himself, the Rialto Report has a great interview with the man, the legend, the icon, George Payne. You've been watching Demystifying Gay Porn. I am your host, Ike Grande. Demystifying Gay Porn can be found on every podcast directory as well as YouTube. Demystifying Gay Porn is on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, Discord. And if you like what you're watching and want to be a part of the process, head over to patreon.com/demystifyinggayporn, where you can help support this channel and I can continue making content like this. Once again, this is Demystifying Gay Porn. My name is Ike Grande, and if you watch gay porn, I've definitely helped to get off. Cheers.